Glacier, Tales of Berseria. The last part, we made it through the tunnels to the town, and then we spent a lot of time in menus, which Bordell points out is related to a title. Gonna eventually level it up. Actually, that looks like a pretty good final benefit. 15% attack. Maybe most titles raise a stat if you can get them all the way leveled. Anyway, let's deal with our expedition and go back into town.
Take a look at this.
Alright. New attachment discovered. Mini Lloyd. Let's see. Oh, it's a... Right. Attachments are avatar items.
Scout ship setting sail.
For a second I was like, what's it do? Alright. Glad to see they got everyone out here for us. Wouldn't want to spoil the nice fight they were setting up, would they?
There they are.
Which must mean they took out every one of the exorcists who went after them.
Hey, I told them not to bother. Now how did that sword of yours turn out? Fine, I'll find out myself.
Alright, presumably we target this.
We can handle the exorcists. Go and find your victory.
Yeah, that was my plan, sort of.
All right, let's get down to business. You better not die too quickly on me. I want this to be fuck.
Ready to die? Think you can die? Just
Just gonna try to keep him from casting.
Those are some fine-looking swords you got there.
Okay, that's everyone but him.
Because they're going to cut you down. Yeah, that's right. Get into it. Keep it up. I love it. You're wide open.
Let's see. If I remember correctly, not Mystic Arts, Break Souls give the enemy a soul, so I'm really gonna save it for as late as I can, probably. I might want to swap out since I have a status. Oh, right. Where did I put her attacks? Well, there's one.
But I'm not done yet.
Oh, the sword's broke.
You put up a good fight. I'll give you that. But you're a frickin' demon. Shouldn't you bring more to the table than pretty damn good Rangetsu style? You don't have what
He said our Rangetsu style was good.
Don't count me out. Just yet. I've got something to show you! Take this!
Now that was clever! Giving up one of your own hands to go for my neck. If I was just a second slower, I'd be dead now. I like it. This is what I've been looking for. Alright, let's call it good here. Listen up! If y'all want any hope of beating me, come find me once you're more skilled and better armed.
I'll cut you down. No matter how many times I lose. No matter how many years it takes.
And I'm sure he's feeling awful threatened.
There we go. That's the face I'm looking for. So vicious. It's perfect.
What is wrong with him?
Shouldn't you be worrying more about your own skin? The entire Abbey knows by now that you're a traitor.
That guy, he was really strong.
Yeah, he was. They all are.
But we will beat him if we must. No matter what it takes.
The Von Elty is here.
Oh.
Let's get going.
Please, take me with you. I'll make a sword that surpasses Stormhowl yet. I know I will. But for another blade to beat Stormhowl, its wielder must be a swordsman of unmatched skill.
What you trying to say?
Hey, Eisen. Got any room on this pile of wood scrap for a suit of armor?
If not, make someone wear it.
Works for me. You heard him, Kurogane.
Many thanks.
Okay, we're off to find Grimoire and decipher the book. You know where we're going, right, kiddo?
Yeah, we're headed for the Assault Archipelago in Southgand.
I wonder if Gand means something. There are an awful lot of direction Gands. Arts learned. Okay. Numbing Glaciite provides the ability to trigger random paralysis related skills. The title was A Virtuous Spy.
Demon Hand. It's such a mysterious weapon. I can only imagine how much of a threat it will become to the Abbey. This calls for a clear-headed breakdown of everything I know about it so far. It changes shape in a flash, and can devour most anything. How must that feel, to devour something with your hand like that? But it doesn't devour the bandages that cover it up. Maybe they're protected with some sort of special art? Likewise, the rest of her outfit can't be ignored. One would think she wouldn't want to wear such ragged clothing.
Oh right, I changed
She has
costume.
no inclination of buying something new. I suppose that could be taken to mean she has some sort of attachment to it. But that top is really big for her. Like it was made for a man.
What?
Maybe she wears that outfit in memory of someone important to her. I'd better not touch it then. I know I may not look it, but I really am good at sewing. Maybe I should suggest mending it
Everyone
rather
just
than
creeping
outright
in the
replacing it.
background.
On the other hand, that fabric looks like it would be hard to push a needle through. I could be in over my head. But the tougher the fight, the more I get fired up. Of course, Lord Artorias would probably scold me if he heard me talking like that.
Maybe.
Who'd scold you for what now?
Oh, well, I was thinking about sewing.
You were?
I mean, your clothes, they're all beat up, and I thought that if I offered to mend them for you, you'd probably scold me. Wouldn't you?
You'd mend my clothes? Have they been worrying you that much?
I mean, not like constantly or anything. It just crosses my mind from time to time.
Are you good at it?
Yes. I'm told I come across as awkward sometimes, but if nothing else, I'm good with my hands.
I see. Alright, if I ever need it done, I'll come to you.
Good, just leave it to me.
Are you feeling alright? You're really sweating. The heat and the cold doesn't bother me at all. But you're a human, so you need to take care of yourself. And if you keep soaking in your own sweat, you'll catch a cold. Besides, I don't imagine it feels that great. You should keep washing and bathing on your own schedule, like however you did before falling in with us. Just let me know and I'll make it work. Because the guys aren't considerate enough to stop and ask you if you need to.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Seems likely.
Alright. Thanks. That was a surprisingly normal thing for her to say.
It was, actually.
Probably shouldn't bother with her clothes for now. We girls have to be considerate of each other.
Ah, here's what I was really looking for. Oh yeah, defeated a code red. Are you a savior or an executionary? Even the wind from the sea weeps or something. Okay. The wind is turbulent and there are new requests. The 2 things I passed by earlier. Okay, level 2 random skills on normal mode or above. That actually seems pretty strong. Shows the number of unopened treasure chests on the mini-map. Also seems pretty good. They're level 22 and 23. I already defeated a level 27 arbitrarily. Helps to have a full party and be able to swap people in and out. I should probably actually backtrack for those before I continue on in the game. Chamberlain 2 /beat. No truly new mini-games, so I'm not gonna bother.
So, you guys made it. Whatever happened to that sword breaker?
He's been dealt with.
What are you doing here?
After everything you said to me, I had a change of heart. I quit banditry. Thank you.
No
I'm
problem.
glad you listened to reason. What do you plan on doing from here on out?
I'm heading to the capital. I plan on opening a restaurant for bandit cuisine.
Bandit cuisine?
Yeah, you get your hands on all sorts of food as a bandit. You gotta use what you have, and still make a tasty meal. Like a wild mushroom omelet minus the eggs. Or highwayman's stew. It's like a hunter's stew, but, you know, made by bandits.
That sounds somewhat improper, actually. But I'd still love to visit after you open.
Really? All right. I'll be an upright citizen in no time. Maybe even the kind of man you'd consider spending some time with.
I'm rooting for you.
Hey, were you actually listening to him?
Of course I was. It's wonderful he's turned over a new leaf.
I feel like something important was missed, but it's probably fine. So I guess there must be more town in this direction due to the map icon. Oh. It's a warehouse. I guess it's fine to take anything that's sitting out and sparkling, but... Oh, and anything in a treasure chest. But you know, if it's in a barrel or a box, you just can't touch that. Let's see, alright, I already got that treasure, that's why it's on the map. Let's see, was there a warp around here, though? I thought there was a warp at the start of the dungeon, but I didn't remember finding a warp circle at the end of the dungeon. Alright, and we're back. Yeah, those caves were a bit larger than I realized. Okay, there's a warp point. I'm gonna go all the way back into the temple first and fight that one. And then we'll deal with the code red that's on this map. Yeah, it didn't help in the cave system that I started going towards Kurogane's workshop. Didn't go all the way though. I checked the map and realized what I'd done. Yeah, just how does this work? Yeah, these tunnels. There were a few more screens to go through than I realized. Cause you gotta go up, and then since I don't have a way to cross gaps, go all the way down around, and yeah. Anyway, let's go in, fight a thing. Should be fairly easy at this point, actually. It's only 2 levels above us, and we have a full party of 6 instead of missing 2 of our characters. I don't think it was that far in the ruins, right? Yeah, it's like right there. Except I didn't enter this floor in the place I thought I was going to for some reason. It's actually... Oh, I think it's just there was one more screen than I realized. Hey, the treasure chest. Oh wait, it didn't respawn. I just never spotted it. There was a life bottle. Yeah, I didn't even take any encounters in the caves, because I knew I was cutting past it, and I don't know, I didn't want to have character advancement off camera. I guess I could have probably just cut to, like, end battle screens.
Woo! It's a biggie!
Right. Using my special guard thing. Because I need to regenerate souls anyway. Okay, now the problem in this encounter was that I took a nasty spell hit and it did like 500 damage. That was a nice evade. That was totally on purpose. What are you talking about? Oh, it's down. Except, I think Eisen didn't do the thing. Just maybe casting his wind spell is better for the team anyway. Oh. Ow. Oh, that's wind and fire. Ow. Alright, so I took all the damage and the CPUs are actually good at this game. Mistress of Arms. Victory under status, inland item free, victory, equipment mastery. Right, level 2 random skills. Status ailment, fatigue. It's a wind element ailment. It reduces both SG regeneration and the amount of BG restored by break souls. HP cannot be restored and casting times are increased. Enemies with reduced focus are 4 times susceptible. Oh wait, there was a chest. Money! Alright. So let's see, equipment mastery. I guess I've upgraded the shell shredder. It's lower rarity gear, but has more stats right now. Interesting. Let's see. Calcite garments +3. Almost the same stats as an unupgraded Floric garment. Oh, actually, you should probably master the battle garment before it gets any more out of date. So yeah, I guess I'll like meet you at the next code red or something. I think it was a fair distance into the next zone. It looks like the code red's like exactly at the midpoint. I feel like enemies just like aren't willing to attack you if you're actually clinging to a wall of an area. Probably because the battle actually starts like in the field. And it would start with you pinned up against a wall or something. Maybe it wouldn't have space to spawn all your allies? Is that the issue? Oh, there's an herb here! Alright. Guess maybe that stays on camera. Alright, almost there. Are there like tiles in the ground? Oh, it's the shadow of the bridge. Thought maybe our Code Red monster had an interest in tactical strategy. It's Looks like you may only fight me on a chessboard that I made out of shadow. Ow. Ow. Alright, yeah, this enemy is like gonna be dead soon, right? Not quite? Maybe rather than fighting with 2 souls, I should just switch blasts. Oh, we made it back to 3 souls. Huh? What? Oh, even the side enemies are level 20. I guess the main enemy is like level 23 or something. Oh, he doesn't have enough gauge to swap. I was trying to swap him out. Uh-oh. Oh, right, because when you die, you lose, like, most of your gauge. Yeah, I kinda got stuck in that attack. He's down! Oh, right, you can't actually be killed while you're in that state. But I should swap out to someone with more current health. Wait, what are his weaknesses anyway? Fire, water, hidden arts. This seems effective.
Come on, put up some fight, okay?
Shadow Stepper. Got that. Ventite. Expedition returned. Oh yeah, I've been walking a long time. I was like, I've done like 3 things. Lunar Eclipse Tears.
What a treasure!
Fortune Telling Trickery. New area. Scholarly Drive. What was Scholarly Drive? That's not how you check. More food. And that's rare food right up. Interesting. Anyway, let's send them out first. I guess here.
Scout
Sure,
ship setting
why not?
sail.
Okay, let's examine that treasure though. Oh, it's on the wall.
This design. Could it really be?
Work of stained glass art obtained on Kanono Island, also known as the Island of 3 Seasons. The glass emits a subtle, soothing light. And Eisen goes, Niata! And Velvet goes, what's that? The name of these 3 cat creatures? No, it's what this type of stained glass is called. The rich variety of colors and subtle techniques used to craft this are lost now. It's incredibly valuable. So we can sell it for a fortune. No, we can't sell this. Wait a minute, you said I could keep anything we find. But this is not just anything. It's a work of art, a cultural artifact. Culture? Aren't you supposed to be a pirate? That's right, I'm a pirate, not a merchant. That's why I can't sell it. Simple as that. Oh, no, forget it. I give up. He looks really psyched over on the right there. Anyway, guess I'll, realized that there are 4 treasure chests I haven't claimed, one of which was in this direction, and I got all turned around. Or wait. Oh yeah, it is unclaimed. I guess because if they're claimed, you can see them on the minimap. I was wondering for a second if it was just the number of treasure chests in the zone. Wait, is that... Oh, from a distance, it looks like there was something weird about the middle of the wall here, like maybe you could break through it. Anyway, the treasure thing will probably be pretty cool. Have I noticed this before? Can I... Oh. Need the ability to cross gaps. There's probably at least one treasure chest over there. Alright, we made it. What's that icon on the map at the top? Is it a boat?
Eisen, I thought you were supposed to be in Midgand. How did you end up here in Islegand? I thought I'd gotten used to you performing the impossible, but this time, I'm at a loss for words. We heard from the Bloodwings that the Abbey might have taken you guys out.
Not this time, but our luck won't last forever. Think of this as a dry run for when I really kick the bucket.
Aye, aye, First Mate. More importantly, are you sure it's okay to bring an exorcist aboard?
I've got my eye on her. If she does anything funny, I'll handle it.
Got it! We'll be on our guard, too.
I don't recognize these people. Oh yeah, this is the one I would recognize, though. But why in blazes would it be Islegand? Ah, the Skipper's Curse, of course. Oh right, we warped here on the Earth Pulse. That's why they're all surprised. Continents are connected by sea routes. When you wish to travel to a different continent, talk to Benwick at the port to ride the Von Eltia. Traveling in this manner doesn't cost gold, making it an excellent travel for option. Pretend I read those words correctly. My eyes were a little faster than my mouth.
I gotta say, you guys look less like pirates and more like a circus troupe.
We're Magilu's menagerie.
Are you alright with having demons on board, Benwick?
Not remotely an issue. If you're aboard this ship of misfits, you're a pirate. That's just our creed. At least, that's what the captain and the first mate always say.
Speaking of the captain, what's Eifried like?
Let's see. How do I put it? He's like if the sea were a person, and that person had a pointy beard.
Huh. A bearded sea?
Look, everybody on this ship is an outcast from society in some way. Despite that, Captain Eifried accepted us for who we are, and took us all on board.
So he's a kind man.
Well, would you say that the sea is kind? How would it feel to dive in with an open wound?
It would sting. A lot.
Quite so. Some days he's calm and steady, and others he rages. He can be shallow, deep, even a whirlpool.
Sounds like he's a little scary and hard to read.
Yeah. Sometimes it's hard to serve him. But that air of mystery keeps us around, and makes us want to take those jumps. At the end of the day, the dread pirate Van Eifried is one hell of a guy.
Just stay away from board games.
Sounds like Velvet in a lot of ways.
Wait, what? How so? I didn't describe him right at all, did I?
Benwick, we're changing course at once for Port Renede.
What?
Sir? What's going on?
3 of our men have collapsed from the Corsair Scourge. They first showed symptoms 3 days ago. How are you holding up?
I'm still doing all right. But if this really started 3 days ago, that means we're all carrying it, doesn't it?
That's what I'm afraid of. But if we head straight to Port Renede, we should be able to get medicine there.
I'll check on everyone's condition.
Make sure everyone stays hydrated, including yourself, understand?
Sir, yes sir. All hands, assume emergency positions.
The crew's holding up well for a bunch of folks at death's door.
What do you mean? Is this Corsair's scourge fatal?
Quite. No one knows what causes it, but it starts with a high fever and ends up with the body falling apart like sand. Like sand?
Once, there was a great band of pirates who ruled the seas, but the disease spread through their ships and killed every one of them. That's why it's called the Corsair Scourge. Does that mean we've been infected as well?
You humans, for sure.
Only humans fall prey to the Corsair Scourge.
Then it could have gotten to you too. Right, Moggy Lou?
Oh, right. Alas, that my glorious saga should meet such an ignominious end!
I can't allow our vessel to die from this. If you start to feel ill, speak up.
I will.
All right, we'll all be helping out in the search. Everyone but Eleanor, that is.
Huh? Oh, why does she get to stay? I might be dying too, you know.
You're a witch. Magic yourself healthy. Now quit whining and get going.
As if Eleanor doesn't have healing arts.
Witch is safe from the ravages of the Reaper's curse. The Reaper's curse?
Alright, she doesn't even know. We've dragged her into so much. We sort of stopped mentioning it every 5 seconds, though.
Okay, where's the herbalist? If I remember right, the Corsair's Scourge needs a particularly special medicine.
Yeah, it's a wildflower called Salatoma. Its juice can cure the Corsair's Scourge.
Doesn't sound too tricky.
Let's not relax until we have it in hand.
Right. Now let's get going.
Hold on a minute. Won't you just be spreading the disease if everyone wanders into town? Surprisingly, no. For whatever reason, you can only catch it over the ocean waves. It's speculated it might have something to do with the salt in the air, or maybe the microbes in the seawater.
Nobody knows the cause for sure, but there are no recorded cases of people catching it on land.
I see. A strange affliction indeed.
We'll be back soon. You all remain on the ship.
All right. Good luck out there, sir.
We've got to hurry.
Salatoma. Is this really going to be necessary?
What do you mean, Eleanor?
Oh, nothing. It's just, well, the herb is known to work well for fevers and the like, but it tastes bad. So bad. Some say it would even bring a demon to the brink of tears.
Maybe so. But better to drink it than to die, right?
Oh, I'm not worried. It just reminded me of stories from my childhood is all.
Yep.
The map's
to map
getting
the world.
filled in little by little.
There's still a long way to go. It's a big world out there.
Yeah, that's true.
And a lot can happen on the waves. The far seas are unexplored territory for a reason.
I'd imagine so. The seasons and the weather can change the sea completely.
Oh. Do I sense a budding interest in the sea?
Think you're feeling less apathetic about it now?
I wouldn't say that. I was just reminded of something someone once said to me.
For a demon, he's actually...
Rokuro, always telling all of us except Eleanor to work harder. Doesn't he realize that I'm a delicate maiden too?
Are you saying that out loud?
Workplace discrimination. I should put him on a witch trial and burn him at the stake.
I don't think that's how witch trials work.
What's wrong, Eleanor? You look like you've got something on your mind.
I'm just trying to figure out what Rokuro was thinking. When I had Lord Shigure at the end of my spear, Rokuro threw his dagger right at my head. I thought I was dead for sure. I feel like I saw who he truly was, and it frightens me. But he and Lord Shigure are always trying to kill each other. I can't understand why he did what he did.
It might have something to do with his Bushido code.
What's Bushido? Is that like a sword fighter's code?
It's a way of thinking. Be loyal to your lord. Respect your parents. Protect the weak. And act with honor.
You're saying that he was following this Bushido code, and he was protecting me because I was weak?
He might have turned into a demon, but his memories and personality are still intact. I doubt his moral values have disappeared either.
Do you really think he believes in that Bushido stuff?
Probably.
Carving through his enemies with a cruel and unsparing sword! Slash! Pow! Shazam! That's the true nature of a Rangetsu man! I heard that when Velvet first met him, he immediately attacked her without any provocation.
I'm sure you haven't already forgotten how he turned his swords on the kid in that fight against Kurogane.
I wouldn't read too much into what Magilu's saying. Rokuro lives for his sword, and that's just who he is.
But I don't think he's all that bad.
I thought you were the one who called him frightening.
I know I said he can be a scary person, but... how do I put it? I do feel there's more to him than just wanting to cut people up. It's like... he's more sensitive to other people's emotions than he might seem to be at first glance. A sword fighter has to sense his opponents on some level, right?
Sure.
For a crazed demon, he's actually a nice guy. Is that it?
Maybe. I don't know. It's not like I know him well enough to claim any deep personal insight or anything.
You brought it up.
Okay. They'll keep themselves alive. Good. Another minigame person. Same set. I don't know how much I'm cutting out of this episode. I think I'm gonna call it there, though. The next part, we'll, I guess, go looking for that incredibly bad-tasting herb. See ya!